two of the most amazing airports we've ever been to in our lives on the same day.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Qatar Airport. We are here in the beautiful airport in Qatar just for a quick layover. We actually left Europe this morning. We're off to a new destination, a place we have never been before, and we got to have a nice long layover in this incredible airport that we've never been before.
We said goodbye to Rome this morning. It was a very bittersweet thing. We had been in Europe for a while, off and on, over the last over 6 months now. Yeah. We enjoyed summer months there, fall months, winter months, and it was honestly amazing. Incredible. Very sad to say goodbye to Europe and to say goodbye to Chelle's mom. You guys know that she was out here for 2.5 weeks with us traveling.
We honestly had the trip of a lifetime with her. She's back home, back in her routine of things. She's doing great.
We did leave Rome this morning, guys. We had a 5.5-hour flight here to Hamad International Airport in Qatar before we catch another 7.5-hour flight to our final destination. Head to Qatar. But I could think of no better place to have a layover than in this airport. This airport is unbelievable. We're in what they call the Orchard right now, which is this massive area full of shopping, full of food. It's full of these huge structures with waterfalls falling, all sorts of lights. We're up on this little like walkway through it.
Yeah, a little pathway through the Orchard here. I feel like I'm like at Central Park with
seriously
gorgeous like bougie stores all around. We feel a little dressed. There's a lot of people in very fancy clothes. Guys, we just got off of a long flight. I'm like, my face is red from sleeping against the window.
I've been fresher, that's for sure. There's some incredible food places here. We just spotted Gordon Ramsay's street pizza. Never heard of it, but I know who Gordon is.
We know Gordon well. We might have to go try out his street pizza. Honestly, there's like too many places to choose here. We're feeling overwhelmed. We got a little cart here because the airport's so big. We wanted to go explore and see all that it had to offer, but our camera bags are so heavy. So I snatched a cart up from a guy who was getting on a plane and was just finished with it. And I was like, sir, can I please have your cart? My back is breaking. He gave us his cart. It was great.
I love that. They're just enabling you to explore this massive, beautiful airport.
We're gonna get our steps in.
Speaking of which, guys, the World Cup is here in Qatar right now, and it's very obvious. There's stuff everywhere. They're playing the games on walls. They have seating to watch it here in the airport.
They've got a bunch of like AstroTurf they brought in to make look like a soccer field. I mean, it's really cool. I wish that we were staying here longer to actually go and see a game. That would be incredible. Unfortunately, it did not work for our plan. We're moving on, but we're going to enjoy our time here in the airport.
We flew here today on Qatar Airways, and it was honestly the greatest experience. When we boarded the flight, we realized it was incredibly empty. I stayed in my seat. I had a row of 2 by myself next to a very scratched up window. That's why you don't have much flight video from that leg of the journey. But Chelle wanted to take a nap. She laid out on a row of 4 all to herself. We had 2 delicious meals on the flight. I will say Chelle's was much better. She had this banana bread with chocolate and custard, whereas I had some kind of eggy quiche thing that was not as great. Her banana bread was fantastic. We are flying Qatar Airways again in about 3 hours to our final destination.
You guys, drop your guesses down below where you think we're headed to next. From what we've seen of the pictures, the airport is very similar to what you see behind us right now. That should be a really big hint.
Alright, we got down from the treetops. Gordon Ramsay street pizza, brand new, not yet open. Right next door, Gordon Ramsay burger, not yet open. So, we're gonna have to settle for something equally delicious on the other side.
I don't think we're settling at all in this airport. This place is blowing our mind. Thank you. More lime, please. Okay, we thought we would get a head start on the Asian food here, and we came to Wagamama. I have no idea how you say that. I apologize if I butchered it. But I got some nice little curry here, and Daniel got some ramen. Looks delicious.
Stumbled onto this magnificent structure. This thing is huge, guys. I had no idea what this big teddy was, so I looked it up. It looks like it's foam or some kind of like soft material. That thing is legitimately solid bronze. It weighs about 20 tons. An artist back in New York City actually made this a few years ago. It was on display in New York City for a while until the royal family of Qatar bought it and brought it here. And here he sits right in the airport. Absolutely massive. Everyone's getting selfies with it, so I did too.
And just like that, we're leaving the beautiful Qatar airport, but we're not too sad because we are heading to a new airport that I've always wanted to see. We're super excited, boarding our flight from Qatar now.
So stoked, guys. We are catching the Jules waterfall right now. This is one of the biggest indoor waterfalls in the world, and it's here at the airport, connected right to Terminal 1. We came right over here, and it is awesome. It feels so good in here. It's like a greenhouse. Just everything's green. There's a whole shopping mall surrounding this here at the Changi Airport in Singapore. So I think they're just pumping a ton of water up there, falling through that funnel, and it actually falls through the floor to a lower level of this mall area here at the Jewel, and there's people down there. You can go see where it's crashing through the ground down a couple levels below, but we came up high to kind of get the full effect of this thing. This place is amazing. They have a Yotel Air. Shell and I stayed at a Yotel back in Amsterdam at the beginning of this journey when we just left home almost 7 months ago. They have one here in the airport. You could literally stay here for a couple days and I think be totally happy. Pretty awesome, guys. Two of the most amazing airports we've ever been to in our lives on the same-ish day. What's up, you guys? We have just arrived at the Grand Park City Hall Hotel here in downtown Singapore.
Not to be confused with Park City, Utah. No, you guys, we are completely on the other side of the world in Singapore, and we are so stoked to be here. You guys, we went from the Arctic Circle all the way down to the equator. This is wild. We are so stoked.
It's warm here, guys. We have sun
hot
until 7 p.m. I'm honestly very excited about
that.
Sun
comes up early, it sets later. I mean, we've got full days here. This is crazy.
It's wild, guys. When you think about it, on the equator, it doesn't change all year round. It's the same all year round, and we're looking forward to that. Yeah, our first impressions here are very good. We landed at the Singapore airport, and holy smokes, it was just as beautiful, if not more beautiful, than Qatar, where we just had come from.
I would say that airport is literally everything that everyone says it is. It is worth the hype, so gorgeous. It's like a really big, fancy, luxury shopping mall, and people go there just to go shopping at the mall. Like, this airport is so crazy to me. It's a shopping mall, it's like a tourist attraction. It has like a kid zone, like a playground up top for kids to kind of run around and, like, you know, they're harnessed in on the nets and stuff. And it's an airport. I mean, it's like everything all in one. You could literally live at the airport. They just need, oh, they do. They have hotels there.
Well, what's wild, guys, you think about Singapore. Everyone who goes on vacation here flies out of that airport. They fly. And so that airport is obviously very heavily used. So they made it beautiful, and we really loved it. Wish we had more time there. We kind of just went through customs and got out of there because we are extremely, not only are we tired,
so jet lagged.
We have the munchies. So
serious munchies, guys.
Gonna
We're
go
hungry.
Try our first bit of Singaporean cuisine. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. That's right, guys. We went and picked up a little bit of hot and ready here, Little Caesars. We have one of these right next to our house back in Utah, and our friends told us that they had one here, and we were like, that's it, we're getting Little Caesars. It's literally around the corner on our same block at our hotel.
Right when we walked in, there was this just smell that reminded me of Little Caesars, honestly, but of home. I think the hotel knew what we were doing. They knew we were making a mistake by going to Little Caesars, and right before we'd been able to bite into this, they brought this up.
They sent up a nice platter of food with a cute little note here. This is great. Some cutlery. I mean, I'm gonna use this for my pizza.
Maybe we should dip into the fruit first.
This is balance. We do believe that Singapore is pretty well known for its food scene here and has some pretty incredible food. And you know what? That Little Caesars just kind of hit the spot tonight. So did the fruit. Big thank you to the hotel for sending up the fruit. That was so nice. A ring at the doorbell and there was the guy with the tray of fruit. It was so cute.
I'm extremely excited about all the food we're gonna eat here, all the things we're gonna see here. Very excited to just be in Asia. We have been wanting to come here for a long time and are very excited to finally be here.
This city has so much to offer. We can't wait to explore it all, but for now, we've got to catch up on some Z's, kick this jet lag, so that tomorrow we can explore this beautiful city. We'll see you guys then.
See you guys later.